Brother Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade. 1, 2, 5.
Freezer!
3.
Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Hey, yeah, here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gonna stop. We gonna turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing, hey, yeah. Tell 'em turn it out till they can't no more. Let's get this thing shaking like a disco ball. This is your last warning, I'm gonna see go. I am not afraid of the storm that comes my way. When it hits, it shakes.
So, I think we can all agree that non-consensual sex is wrong.
Correct.
Actually, no. I would argue, and I saw this somewhere else. So I'm taking it from somebody, and I apologize. But there is no such thing as non-consensual sex.
I'm sorry, what?
There's no such thing as non-consensual sex.
That's correct, because sex in itself, the word sex inherently, means that it's consensual.
Yes. Well, yeah. There's either sex or rape.
Right. There's no middle ground there.
You can't have middle ground. But we all know that raping is wrong.
Correct.
And especially in the hashtag Me Too movement, the pound Me Too.
Unless you're talking about, raping the fields, and then that's just an agricultural thing.
Yes, and that's completely different, and that's okay. Of course, I'm pretty sure there's some plant people out there who are against the rapings of the field.
Come on now.
The field. Look, the field was asking for it.
It had it coming. Did you see how it lay?
Right?
It was so bare. It lay completely bare.
No, I just can't.
Devoid of all flowering and. Anyway,
you were milking this way too far. But anyway, rape of any kind, non-consensual sex of any kind, is wrong.
Right.
I think we can all agree on that.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what area or anything, there's no reason for it to be okay.
Correct. Okay.
So it needs to stop. Even there's a couple. Let's just start that way.
I don't know if I should like or not. I should or should not like the way that this story started just now.
Yeah, you're probably not going to. In a video widely available on social media, the platform Twitter.
Twitter.
This is going to be a little weird sounding it out, but just hear me out.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
A libertarian vegan group of activists known as Almus Veganus, which is roughly translates into vegan souls.
Okay. Keep going.
Has decided that rape, in light of the Pound Me Too movement, to take it a step further.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And have separated chickens from roosters.
Chickens from roosters.
To prevent the roosters from raping the chickens.
I know that there's a lot of dead air here, and I'm sorry about that.
Yes, you do this perplexing look on your face.
Uh-huh.
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 I mean, come on. We just agreed. You just agreed with me that rape of any kind is wrong.
How do you know it's not? How do you know it's rape?
Did the chicken ask for it? Did the chicken consent?
I'm sorry. The chicken lays an egg, and the rooster comes all over it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that happens.
Yeah, no, I'm fully aware of how
the chicken is not violated at all.
I had chickens when I was a young.
No chicken is violated in the making of other chickens.
No chicken was harmed in the making of these chickens. The two activists who are based in a northeastern Spanish region known as Catalonia.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Northeastern Spanish?
Yes, they're on a Spanish farm somewhere. I'm assuming in Spain, but I'm not sure.
Oh, in Spain. Oh.
I'm guessing. It doesn't say Spain. It just says Spanish several times. So, they explain reasoning in their reasoning in a published video with the argument that they, quote, do not want the hens to be raped, end quote.
They're not.
The self-described anti-speciesist group can also be seen smashing the eggs laid by the aforementioned hens. According to them, the eggs belong to the hens and not to the respective farmer. They're
Are you telling me that they came onto somebody else's farm?
Uh-huh. Yeah, this is not
and
even
they
their...
destroyed somebody else's property
Mm-hmm.
and then claimed that it couldn't be the farmer's property?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, the anti-species characteristic is also rooted in their belief that some species, such as pets like cats and dogs, are treated better by humans than other species. And according to this group, this should not be the case. People should not play favorites with animals. Playing with animals.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I was reading this tweet from Peekapool. It's libertarian vegan? Vegans who don't care if I eat steak? Inconceivable.
I know, right?
Well, it's Spanish, as in European libertarian. Once again, libertarian here, just like Republican here, just like Democrat here, means very different things.
It doesn't have to be European. Libertarian, left-wing, right-wing in America is vastly different from anywhere in the world.
Yeah, anywhere else in the world, left-wing, right-wing is completely different. And in essence, in America, let's go over this one more time. In America, left-wing is huge government, socialism, communism, whatever. The right wing is supposed to be closer to anarchy, true libertarian. That's where it's supposed to be. Now, where is it now? Moved more toward the European style.
Yeah.
The European style is both extremes are extremes of big government, and then the centrist is the person that wants basically everything the big government wants. It's just they want it less.
Yeah, which is really weird when you stop and actually take a moment to think about it, put it all together.
When you think about it, okay, America is the only place where free market economies are acceptable.
Well, it's also the only place in the world, for the most part, that actually has, was founded. I almost said has. We don't really have it anymore, but was founded on true individual freedom.
Right. Everybody else is all based upon, the ability of everybody,
The collective.
the collective, the society, the fraternity, all the rest of it. Whereas America was all based on the individual, the person, the individual, the individual, the individual. You as an individual have this right and a power. And that way you have the most power of any above and beyond.
Yep.
So anyway, back to no chickens were harmed.
Yes, in a different video posted online, the two activists go on to further explain their decision to separate the hens is based on the common principle of consent within sexual context. When the hens try to escape, which, according to the group, occurs quite often.
Sure, they don't just go around in the farmyard.
Yes, they can also potentially get harmed by the cockerels.
Mm-hmm.
In an attempt to stop the hens from reproducing, the group took this rather unusual step of separation. They also believe that the hens are, quote, genetically modified, end quote, in order to increase the number of eggs that they can lay.
Well, duh.
In the libertarian anti-speciest own words...
Can we
quote,
stop saying libertarian?
I'm just reading what it says.
In the socialist, anti-speciest words,
Quote, you're either a vegan or a supporter of animal slavery, albeit indirectly. So, where would you fall into that exactly, Stephen? Are you a vegan, or do you support animal slavery, even indirectly?
animals can't be slaves.
Oh, the Almus Veganus has received significantly visible backlash, both offline and on, which is also evident demonstrated in a popular national TV show they participated in as well.
Right.
However, the group accepts that being ridiculed is part of the consequences of being vocal on social media channels to further their cause and to potentially get their intentions across to a larger scale.
That's just weird.
So if you ever go outside and you have a farm, or you try to have your own animals and chickens and blah, 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 and you see two very strange looking people messing with your chickens, yeah, you might want to
You might want to smack them over the head with a frying pan.
Yeah, well, or something.
Because they're trying to kill your animals and steal your food.
Yeah, or at least destroy it.
Right.
I mean, this is just it. So stupid people, man. I'm telling you. It does. Again, should people be good stewards of the
world,
creation
Earth,
that they have been given?
Yes.
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 Is for trying to force somebody because you don't think they're being good enough stewards the right thing? No. No. You don't do this. You know what you do?
What you do?
You go to
what's the voodoo that you do?
You get some coffee from American Pride Roasters.
Oh, you could always get some coffee from American Pride Roasters.
Yeah, literally 24/7. You can go online to AmericanPrideRoasters.com, and you could pick from a plethora of flavors of coffee. And he does have tea. In case you were not a coffee drinker, does have some tea.
He does, and you know.
And if you maybe aren't into the coffee or even into the tea,
that's good.
Maybe you're drinking some coffee there, are you? Maybe you might be interested in the fact of the candies, the
chocolates,
chocolate drops. Yeah, the bar, whatever. I can't even think of the name of it on top of my head right now. I'm drawing
the coffee drops.
Coffee drops. Thank you. God, what is wrong with me today?
I
didn't have coffee apparently.
Not enough.
Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com, man, and check out. Pick you up a bag
today.
I personally guarantee the flavor, and if you don't like it, send it to me.
And he will drink it all.
I will drink it. I will, because that's how much I believe in it. I will. If you are not satisfied, if you are not completely satisfied, 100% satisfied, send it back to me, and I will drink it.
Send it back to Dylan. You won't get your money back, but he will make it all and drink it all.
I will tell you thank you.
Very happy. He will be ecstatic.
I will be.
Any flavor whatsoever, he will be very happy.
Look, I will take one for the team. You know, I believe in customer satisfaction. I will do whatever I can to, as a self-proclaimed ambassador of APR Coffee, I will. You know, I will stand behind the product that I am pushing, and so if you are not completely satisfied, I will take it off your hands.
Right.
And I will make sure it is gone. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com. It's AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Over on... There's so many places to go to. But over on the Facebook, Donna Ray Ivy. Heifers best not be messing with my yard birds.
I know, man. We had chickens when I was a kid, and it was just... I mean, it was a pain in the tail to take care of them, but at the same time...
It was nice to have eggs.
It really was, actually. It got to the point where we had more than enough eggs. And and then the cleaning out wasn't fun, but, you know, whatever.
Quiet guy in the back over there on Twitter says, no one even cares about coffee anymore. At Dylan Lyles, can the gurus hook us up with something to wipe our butts? Apparently, there's a shortage of toilet paper.
No, yeah, we saw that.
We told you
tonight.
guys 3 shells.
I almost took a picture of it.
We were actually at a Walmart today.
Yeah, we went to Walmart and it was
The toilet paper aisle was completely empty.
Yes, it was. Folks were getting into paper towels.
Yeah, they were running the paper towels, guys. And
That was
that stuff is gonna hurt. That hurts. That's like sandpaper.
Well, I'm not worried about it hurting so much as the clogging the septic tank.
Yeah, on a house like yours, yeah. House like mine, I'm not concerned about that. And blow out the pipes, I don't care.
That's how you do it right there. You blow out the pipes.
Mm-hmm. You make sure your pipes are clean.
Yeah.
And then you stand triumphantly outside of the cave and you yell that out to the top of your lungs.
You know who else is trying to blow pipes out?
Who's that?
AOC. Oh,
that was really soft. Here, hold on. There it is.
Oh. There we go. Yes, we haven't got to talk about her in a while. She's been kind of hiding out for a little bit.
She's kind of been lost in the news. I mean, with all the other talk about all the stupid crap. Yeah.
Same crapple. It's. Oh God. Anyway.
Are you meaning the whole idea where she suggested that Bernie lost Michigan by 260,000 votes because of Democrat voter suppression?
Yeah, which I don't know how that's possible. And if there was actual voter suppression, it was not by anybody other than her own party. I mean, that's the thing. Is she's sitting up here trying to make some kind of a point, and I'm like, it's not the right point. Socialist Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez suggested on Thursday night that Socialist Senator Bernie Sanders lost Michigan's Democratic primary because the Democrats used voter suppression.
No!
Yep. Ocasio-Cortez made the remarks during her first interview with Fox News. Ooh, she's going to be in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Fox News.
Mm-hmm. How dare you go on there and talk bad about your own party?
I know,
Made
right?
a suggestion when asked by anchor Brett Baer why she keeps saying that the far left was winning message or has a winning message when it's getting blown all over the country. Quote, you did a campaign event at the University of Michigan. 10,000 people, and it was rock star status, but those kids didn't show up, at least if you look at the numbers, just overall in this race, Baer said. So how can you say the progressive position is still prevailing nationwide when Joe Biden is winning so much? I don't know if I could do her voice. Can you do her voice?
No, but I mean, all you have to do is do Valley Girl, and it's pretty much it.
Well, like I was thinking,
Yeah, that's perfect.
one thing that isn't being talked about is the rampant voter suppression in this country.
That's close enough.
Right there in Ann Arbor, where we had the rally, those kids were like waiting 3 hours to in line to vote in Michigan.
And
Yeah.
it's 3 hours to vote because it's a big line.
So when we talk about who's turning out and who's not turning out,
Mm-hmm.
we absolutely, and she was cut off.
So just to be clear, you think voters didn't get to vote who wanted to vote in Michigan?
Absolutely. Obviously, there's more that we need to know or we need to do in terms of turning out for the youth voters. It's we need to make sure we're inspiring young people to turn out. But when you do turn out, you should not be waiting 3, 4, 7 hours in order to vote because that causes people to leave.
Ocasio-Cortez suggested that Sanders lost in Michigan and performed poorly in Ann Arbor because of voter suppression. is a direct attack on the Democrat-controlled state. Thank you. And the local government.
It was not suppression when you literally in her thing. You have to wait to vote. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have to wait to vote.
Sometimes, yes. Last time I voted, I had to wait an hour,
Okay.
and that's in my little town.
Yeah, but they're complaining about 3 hours and 4 hours and whatever. And we don't know the real time frame, but if you have to wait, if it's important enough to you, you will wait.
Yes, exactly. If it's not important enough, then you won't do it. People will wait in line for 7 days in the same exact spot outside of a store, a retail store, for a brand new video game. But you're telling me
Phone.
a
Look what they did with
phone,
Apple.
a phone, a video game, something that is so fleeting, so easily gotten rid of, things that will literally go from your hand to the trash in a split second.
Yeah, it's not voter suppression when the voter decides of his own volition to walk away.
Right. And to
That's
say
the
that they don't have enough like voting booths or whatnot, that actually isn't the Democratic Party in that way. That's your local district. They don't have enough money to do that. They don't have enough money to open 7 different facilities so that you can vote within a 2-block radius.
Yeah, do you know kind of how you would fix that?
How?
You would pay attention and vote at the local level.
No.
Yeah, instead of just pencil whipping it, you could turn around and actually pay attention and get the right people in there, people who will, make the change that you want at the local level to have things. So if you really don't want, say, a 3 or 4 hour wait and you feel it needs to be, increased or done better or whatever, either you go vote for the people who will do that, or you could go run yourself. I know.
No.
I know.
But everybody wants to complain about things and not actually make a difference.
Because that's easier. It's easier to sit and bitch about something than it is to actually do something about it. I mean, it's not voter suppression. They walked away. They got bored. It didn't mean that much to them. They thought this was going to be a great thing. This was going to be something special. And because it didn't mean anything to them.
Look.
It didn't mean anything to them because they weren't there for the right reasons.
Correct.
They weren't there because they believed in whatever the candidate they were going to vote for.
No.
That the person actually stood for them and was going to do something or whatever.
They're morons.
Yes, even the promise of whatever, benefits or great thing that the Democrat Party was going to offer them, whatever free program or whatever they were going to get out of it, obviously wasn't worth a 3-hour wait.
Well, a 3-hour tour would just get you shipwrecked.
Exactly. Look what happened to Gilligan. He was stuck there for years.
I know, exactly. Frank Urban over on the Facebook says, Wyoming does it with volunteers. Patriots who see it as a duty.
Yeah, you said.
I said volunteers.
No, but duty was funnier.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But yes, there's a myriad of different ways and things that you could do if it actually meant something to you. But these kids that they're so hell bent on trying to get to the polls to vote are only after,
only after being able to sit in their parents' basement for the next 15 years and play video games and get paid to do it.
Yeah, they want to be able to reap all kinds of perks and benefits and get a bunch of stuff for free and not have to work. And that proves the state of that generation is that they can't even stand in line for 3 hours to vote for the people who run, their district, their country.
Correct.
That says volumes.
Isn't that mind-boggling? They can't spend 3 hours on who's going to be, running the district in the essence of that. Like,
that's sad.
Who's going to be representing them in the state capital, in the capital of the United States? Really? You can't use 3 hours to do that? Why don't you use that 3 hours to actually investigate who these people are? That'd be a better idea. Now,
Yep.
We're going to hit a commercial break. We'll be right back. Adam W. Johnson on the Twitter. We got to hit that on the way back.
Okay.
It's funny.
If I haven't been able to pull it up yet, I'm waiting.
Aww. Also, let's be frank, and PA over on the MeWe. Yep.
Yeah, I just read that.
Yep. Good job, buddy. Good job. Whoops. My goodness. That's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah. I think we're going to move the one that we were going to end on over one.
Okay.
All right. Just letting you know.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. And that's pretty good there too. Well, well, well.
Well, indeed.
I got all those things there. Yes. All right. Coming back in just a few seconds here.
I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
This is called the I've Got No Neck.
Is
That's what this is.
that what that is?
This
Nice.
is that. This is, see, it's pretty good, right?
That's very.
So
Yeah,
I've got no
very
neck.
well.
I can't really move it in front. So.
Those of you watching on radio, he's just
If you're watching on radio.
he's being a weeble wobble.
My entire upper body is moving at the exact same time, and I kept my head completely still.
There you go.
That's right.
Theater of the mind, right there.
Yes.
All right, guys. Defenders Live, Mojo 50. Go to mojo50.com. While you're there, checking out all the awesome hosts and the great things that are over there, hit that donate button.
Ooh.
Toss $25 or more, and you can get yourself a limited edition, once in a lifetime Rocky Stucci Meatball Army T-shirt.
Yeah, toss a coin to your Mojo. Oh,
Yes.
jackholes of plenty.
Invest in the Mojo. The Mojo Boost will be in more. It'll help you down the road as you're looking for the toilet papers and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
The Mojo will help get you through it.
Exactly. Speaking of the toilet papers, Adam W. Johnson over on the Twitters. I've been told that the reason people have been buying up toilet paper is because every time somebody sneezes, 10 people crap their pants.
Yeah, but then wouldn't you be buying new underwear?
No. Not if you're that homeless guy that I told you about the other day.
That's we're not talking about that. No, but seriously, it's like, let's take a moment for a second.
Right.
So,
And by the way, I'm not laughing at the homeless guy. I'm laughing at Dylan's reaction to the homeless guy.
that was a horrible story.
It was horrible for me to see, which is why I had to tell you about it.
Oh, thank you. It's
Yeah,
like
you're
this
welcome.
smelled- This smells like shit. Here,
Smell this.
No, but no. Like, so if you are in a, and let's say it's just a basic stomach bug, food poisoning, whatever.
Whatever.
Something that because I've had that where you got it coming out of both ends, and it's a bad day.
Right.
If you happen to soil your britches that way, you mean to tell me you're just gonna rinse them off and use them again?
No, you just go commando.
No, but I'm talking about afterwards. Like, what are you? I said if.
Oh,
I was
dude,
saying-
come on, man. I've had 4 kids, and they've had accidents all over the place. Yes, you wash the dang things, and then you use them again.
Well, then what do you need the toilet paper for?
Because you need to clean your butt.
Well, but if you've already messed your pants up, you might as well use what little streak is clean of the underwear to finish wiping.
No, because then no, it's worse then.
Not really.
Yeah, really. It's more to clean up then.
You're already washing them.
But it's more to clean up, and like you have to kind of hand wash it anyway. So you don't want to have your hands in that as little. You want to have your hands in there as little as possible. Okay.
Hey, hold on. You hand wash? No.
You'd have to get like the chunks out before you put it in the washer. If you don't, then the chunks are going to stay in the washer and stink up the water.
No, you're right about that. But
You'd have to hand wash the chunks out.
No.
Yeah.
You don't. You take it and you go to a clean toilet and you flip it inside out and you teabag it a little bit until most of the chunklets are gone. And then
You still have to. That's still using your hand in there, like your hand.
No,
Your
you
hand.
don't actually do. No, you're teabagging it, and then when you're done, you take it outside to a garden hose and you spray the snot out of that sucker.
Still.
and then...
See, we actually have one of the sprayers next to the toilet, so we could just.
Well, there you go. You could do that if you needed to. But yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah.
And then you throw it. You don't touch it at all, other than like the clean part of it.
Well, yeah.
Still may be tainted, but
Oh. Also, let's be frank and PA over the Twitter. Bill Clinton did it with volunteers and involunteers. That's called rape, and it's not. And it's not a laughing matter.
as we sit here laughing at.
Oh, that's so
If you guys
good.
want to be part of the show, follow us on all the social medias at DOAE Show. Use the hashtag arm yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
As you can tell, we like to engage.
Yes.
So engage with us.
Mm-hmm. By the way, we have breaking news!
Mm-hmm.
Breaking news, folks. Airstrikes are now underway in Iraq.
Okay.
Sorry, I was making the noise. It's funny. In retaliation for attacks that killed two U.S. troops.
Okay.
The United States responded to an attack that killed 2 U.S. troops in an airstrike against numerous targets in Iraq on Thursday. Fox News' Jennifer Griffin reports... Jennifer Griffin reported that military sources told her that the airstrikes were concentrated on Iranian-backed Shia militia. The attacks on a coalition force in Camp Taji on Wednesday was suspected to be a coordinated attack by Iranian-backed militias. In addition to the U.S. Fatalities, British service members were also killed in the attack that included as many as 30 rockets.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. The attack also injured another dozen service members. Iran had previously launched attacks against the U.S. forces in January as retaliation for the drone strikes that killed Iranian military leader Qasem Soleimani near the Baghdad airport. While no service members were killed in the attacks, more than 100 troops suffered traumatic brain injuries. The newest attacks in the U.S. forces on Wednesday coincided with what would have been Soleimani's 63rd birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Boom, boom. That's
Those are hella candles.
yeah, I know, right? Earlier on Thursday, Defense Secretary Mark Esper foreshadowed the retaliation from the United States. Quote, "I've spoken with the president. He's given me the authority to do what needs to be done."
Okie dokie.
Yeah, they consider it a proportional response. Airstrike against 30 missiles. So, yeah. I'd agree. Depends on how much you're bombing, but I'd agree.
That's not bad.
In general.
I just completely off of the woods somewhere, but
Right. Well, yeah.
this is no pun intended actually. But I wonder if we would be bombing as badly if it wasn't in the middle of the desert. You know what I mean? Like
Like if there was a forest to actually catch on fire.
Well, I was gonna say, like, if you know, and I'm not saying that there aren't actual forests in the Middle East. I'm sure there are some there,
Well, I
but
mean,
it's mostly desert. It's mostly dry and hot and sand and crap, rocks and all that jazz. So, can you imagine how bad it would be if they were having to do someplace like, I don't know, Russia? What in the world?
I don't know what that was. What is that?
It's not like a drone.
I think I have a drone flying in the background behind me.
That's what it sounded like.
I think I'm about to die in a bomb strike, guys.
No, it's because you keep ordering Amazon. They're just sending the drones out to you.
Oh,
now.
that's what it is now?
Might be.
That'd be really nice. They're probably from
Nah.
Richmond, though. I don't want that.
No, I was gonna say with the one that it should be opening up actually very soon.
Near us?
Over in Garner.
Oh.
Yeah, one I was working on. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
They had, and this is so off, but they were. I believe it was turned over to Amazon It's either this month or next month.
Ha, gotcha.
I believe it is.
Well, you know, speaking of overactive Muslims, Ilhan Omar posts pics revealing that she's married the man she denied having an affair with.
Okay. So she sits there, says, "Oh no, I'm not having an affair with this man. That would be horrible. I don't believe it at all."
Right. Yes.
And then she's posting pictures showing that they're married. What is that? No, hold on. Just
Yeah.
question, and I haven't seen this yet.
Gotcha. Yep. Right.
And these pictures, is it like just her and him together with a ring on her
Oh,
hand?
no. Well, no. Here you go. Quote, got married, Omar wrote. From partners in politics to life partners. So blessed.
Aw, there it is. That's so sweet. Look at there. She looks happy.
When asked late last year if she was having an affair, Omar told WCCO, quote, no, I am not. Quote, I have no interest in allowing the conversation about my personal life to continue, and so I have no desire to discuss it. The Daily Mail reported that the two got married earlier this week at an undisclosed location. Omar filed for divorce from her second husband, Ahmed Abisalan Hirsi, last October after allegations had swirled for months that she was having an affair. This is Omar's third marriage. She would have been stoned a marriage and a half ago
I was going to say.
if she was in the country that she loved and respected more than America. If she was under the laws that she wants for America, she would have been stoned the moment that she tried to divorce her first husband.
That's just... Isn't it great that people... And again, this is the joys of America. This is what America was founded on. To have, again, as I mentioned earlier...
The freedom.
Individual freedom.
Right.
You want to get divorced...
Go ahead.
You want
Whatever.
to marry your brother and then divorce your brother and marry the guy you were sleeping around on with your brother, and then you divorce him and say you're going back to your brother, and then you don't actually go back to your brother and you divorce again to go get married to this guy. Whatever you want to do, however that works out.
Right.
You're more than welcome to do it.
Sure. Yeah.
I am the least person in this conversation to have, I cannot throw stones.
There is no stone throwing from that side of the table.
No, I do not have a horse in this race or a leg that I can stand on. Having said that,
Right.
it's a kind of,
You also haven't lied about having.
I was going to say that, not even
Well,
the lying. It's not even the lying. It's the fact that she's going to turn around. And as you mentioned a second
around.
every now and then. Okay.
Sorry.
It's the fact that she will badmouth. She hates America and the Western way of life.
Right. Until she can utilize America and the Western way of life.
Exactly, and that's the part that chaps my hiney the absolute most is the fact that you can sit there and you can do this with no problems, and it doesn't, nothing.
Right. My only problem with your entire phrasing there is that why are you putting chaps on a Heineken?
Well, it's a different type of koozie. We're not talking about that right now. Yeah. You are in a position of responsibility. I don't call it power. I hate when people refer to
It's
being
responsibility.
In a being
Yes.
power. You are in a position of responsibility, and you are acting like you are a lord or lady of the land,
Mhm.
and then as you're doing it, you're complaining about the ability to be the lord or
Lady of the land.
It's
Right.
really weird and slightly disingenuous.
Slightly?
Slightly. Just a tad.
Just ever so slightly.
Just a smidge.
Just a tiny, teeny, tiny bit.
Teensy weensy little bit.
Maybe she would get some good help about, all those things if she, I don't know, reset her biofeedback.
That might actually I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to do that too. It might work for her actually. Because she does seem to be a little scatterbrained in the head, what with the whole being married to your brother and all.
Right. I mean, she does have some brain fog there and obvious memory loss.
Obviously, she's got something.
And mood swings, definitely. And,
Yeah.
and inability to focus and concentrate, that's definitely her. If you have any of these problems or more, things like anxiety, PTSD, insomnia, depression, addictions, anger, and irritability, maybe you just want to lose a couple pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually help yourself over at newlifeholistic.com. It's newlifeholistic.com, or call them at 1-888-4-BIO-LIFE. 1-888-4-BIOLIFE. New Life Holistic is one of those ways they use sound waves
Yes.
to reset your mind and thus reset your body.
Yes, I've actually have called. I believe my first session is going to be Saturday.
Really?
Yes, I believe so. I have to
Oh.
and stuff. So yes. So what again? This is why I'm glad you brought this up because I was going to mention this anyway.
Right.
So what we'll probably do is because I had obviously Dominic Izzo from Rants of Izzo has been a huge cheerleader for these guys, and
Kind of hard for him to do being so small, but
yeah, but I mean him and them pom poms and that little skirt, man. I'm telling you, he can
Man.
get that leg way up.
it's a kilt.
It is, and he convinced Brad to give it a whirl, and it has done wonders for Brad. Brad actually will not shut up about it. So I thought if Brad,
Being the cynic that he is.
yes, being the cynic that he is, if Brad is ecstatic and head over heels about this, then what do I have to lose? And that's the question that I pose to you as well. You have nothing to lose. You literally will. You give them a call. You get set up with the initial consultation. Everything is squared up. You talk about what you're after, what needs to be done, unless you can go into the office. But you give them a call, and you get set up. And then once everything starts, basically all you do is you plug in your headphones and you sit back and you can close your eyes. Brad puts a little face mask on if anybody's seen the Twitters and stuff. And you just sit back and you listen tones for it. It's a series of sounds and tones that
For
you
30
listen
minutes
to
or whatever, right?
for about 20 or 30 minutes. And you're done. You say, thank you, appreciate it. We'll see you next time. And off you go.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, I'm going to start my new, like I said, I think it's Saturday. So we will be documenting this as we go on because why not?
Donna Ray Ivy over on the Facebook says, "Okay, now we need a meme of Izzo in a kilt with pom poms,
No, I don't want to kill. Put him in an actual
skirt. Put him in a mini skirt.
See if we can get like a.
You already have the picture of him naked. Just cover it
No.
up. Just cover it up.
No. I want. Get the bell ready. I want full frontal, and I want him to be in like the cheerleader outfit from that. What's the name? Rachel wore on Friends.
Oh, see, I was thinking more like American Dream.
Or the Taylor Swift, something like that. No, that's what I want. I want him in like.
No, you want him in the Britney Spears schoolgirl outfit from Hit Me Baby One More Time.
I'm a cheerleader, and he needs to be in a cheerleader outfit.
Okay, fine, cheerleader then.
Frank and PA, I'm looking at you, buddy.
Yeah, this is your deal now.
Now, whatever. Now the thing is, I don't want you to just stick his head on a cheerleader thing because that's not it. Because
now, hold on.
A little bit of girth to him.
Yeah.
And so whatever this picture is, it needs to have girth as well. So
right, it can't just be like a girl's body and his face on there.
Yeah, because that's not
him.
Anybody can do that. We need to try and
right now just to clarify, Invader Zig over on the MeWe's, Dylan does not have a naked picture of Izzo. Izzo has a naked picture up on social media.
Yes.
And so there is a naked picture.
Yes. There is. And it is haunting.
It's scary. You thought I was pale.
Look, it is nighttime. And he did not need a flash. That's all I'm saying.
Full moon was out, buddy. It was all there. Let it all hang out.
Strange lights in the sky.
That's all I was looking at was the sky.
That's all. Somebody hit me in the ass with a bag of nickels. Anyway.
Speaking of
getting hit in the ass with a bag of nickels?
Yeah, actually, you can use that. GOP lawmakers try to ban drag queen story time in public libraries, says death threats have been directed at him and his family.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, that would. No, that's not right. I mean,
All right, let me get into the story here. Missouri State Representative.
I'm jumbling over myself. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Missouri State Representative Ben Baker, a Republican, told the Daily Caller that he and his family have received death threats after introducing a bill that would ban drag queen story hour in public libraries. Baker added to the outlet that he received thousands of emails, that's a quote there, over his bill, and that the, quote, pushback from the media, from even the American Library Association, ... was astounding. Quote, I've taken on some controversial issues in my time in public office, but this one has by far been the worst when it comes to vitriol and the hate that we have received for doing this.
Huh. It's just so stupid. Why? Who thought it was a great idea to have drag queens go in and read stories to a bunch of kids anyway?
Drag queens?
Okay. So it's not
progressives.
Yeah, it's not the reading of the stories, and it's not even necessarily the little kids. It's the fact that you're a drag queen.
Yeah, and that you do provocative stuff while dressed as a drag queen. You don't just read the story as a drag queen. You do provocative notions. You show your midsections, and by midsections, I mean the area that encases your penis.
Mm-hmm. That's a big midsection, or a little one, depending upon
the person. You flaunt what stuff you have in front of little children, and you think that it's okay. You're over-sexualizing a position that feminists used to say was in complete sexualization when they were told that they should, the one thing that they shouldn't do is wear a low-cut shirt.
Mm-hmm. Again, if you as a drag queen, there's a thing with drag queens is they don't always wear drag.
Right.
They don't always wear drag.
Right.
and again, even if they did,
Yeah.
even if it was just the flamboyance, the makeup, and some of it is really weird. This is not just like guys putting on stuff like, and
Right.
pulling like Bradley Manning kind of thing. This is a legit, some of them have like white face and, clown makeup stuff, like legit clown things. The hair's all done funky. It's not that's the problem. It's like you said, it's the fact that they are openly, dancing in ways and showing off things and acting in ways that little kids should not be exposed to.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. If you want to be a drag queen and you want to read to kids, then how about you get your best wig on, you get some nice makeup on, you put your dress on, you get your favorite pumps, and you go carry your happy little ass down to the mall or down to the library, and you sit down and read to them and just read.
Right.
Don't
You just read to them. Just be a person and read to the kids.
Yes. Don't be trying to, I don't know, push your agenda off and get these kids to, accept who you are because they're innocent children. Just, be you.
Right.
And if you could be you, then everybody will be able to follow along. But no, they want to. There's always an agenda behind it. Nobody wants to be them. They want to be them so they can push something.
Right.
That's just dumb.
Now, I will say this. James brings up a good point. 2 good points on Twitter. Why is who she, Ilhan Omar, spreads her legs for my business? It's not your business.
It's not.
What is your business is the fact that she lied to get into public office.
Yep.
That's why it's your business. She lied to get into public office. She lied to get into this country. She lied to get herself into the position that she is in. And the reason why we bring up things like this is not because we care whose bed her boots are under. What we care about is the fact that it's just a continuation of her lies, which do affect you as a person, because she is in the United States.
Yeah.
Not in her local state, but in the she's in the federal government. Because of that, the lies that she tells affect you on a daily basis, sadly. Also, he puts in, the guy in yoga pants, at Dylan Lyles, wants Dominic Izzo full frontal in her cheerleading outfit.
I know.
Hashtag arm yourselves and bring the eye bleach.
I knew the minute it popped into my head that I was going to need to, it was going to be bad, but I was like, you know what?
Yeah, that's bad.
Again, just like the smells, I can't just keep it all up in my brain. I've got to share it with the rest of y'all.
Right. If it smells that bad, might as well tell everybody.
Yeah. And not just telling everybody, giving everyone the experience.
Yes, that's, theater of the mind. We have to make you believe it.
Exactly.
You have to be able to see it as we see it. And I'm sorry. And I'm very sorry. It's terrible. In good news, though.
Is there good news?
There is good news. The Department of Justice, the DOJ and the DEA have made more than 600 arrests as part of Project Python, an interagency operation targeting Mexican drug cartel activity. Yay! Right?
Yay. 600 arrests, man.
600 arrests.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. The DEA-led initiative focused on members of the cartel de Jalisco Nueva Generación.
Actually, it's J in Spanish is with an H.
No, well, it depends on what it is.
It's Jalisco.
Is Jalisco?
Mm-hmm.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Dead.
Yeah. You're right. I'm sorry. My bad. It's
I
Jalisco.
studied Spanish, and I don't speak it well, but I studied Spanish.
I don't either. I don't speak it well either. I just somehow I know how to pronounce half the words. That's how it is. Yeah, they did this for the entire 6 months, and over those 6 months, 350 indictments and 600 arrests nationwide. Yes! So that's good. We're going to focus on that, but we're also going to focus on the bell count for today. Check it out, guys.
Good evening, Mojo 50. I'm Leprechaun, and here with your bell count rating for the day, Thursday, March 12th, 2020. Today we had 1 missed innuendo bell, 22 actual bells, 1 rim shot, and 1 oh my gosh. Give us a B for the day. Good job, boys. Peace out, and we'll see you tomorrow.
That's right. This has been Defenders Live, DOAE Show, DOAEshow.com. I don't know why everything is stopping, but apparently we had a frag out. Yay!
Yay.
Anyway, folks, we'll talk to you later. Sorry
Bye,
for that.
y'all.
Bye.